John Cena, you're fired.
One phone call, one email, one unexpected message from talent relations. And just like that, your dream is over. No more entrance music, no more sold-out arenas, no more millions watching you on television. One day, you're walking through the backstage curtain like a superstar. The next day, security might be escorting you out of the building. But what really happens when WWE fires you? What happens after the cameras stop rolling? What happens to the wrestlers, the money, the contracts, and the careers? Tonight, Wrestling God pulls back the curtain on one of the most brutal realities in professional wrestling. Because being fired from WWE isn't just losing a job. For some superstars, it's the beginning of a nightmare. Number 10, the call nobody wants. Most fans imagine a dramatic confrontation. Reality is often much colder. Many wrestlers learn they've been released through a brief phone call from talent relations. Sometimes it happens after a television taping. Sometimes while they're at home. Sometimes while they're traveling. The conversation can last only a few minutes. After years of sacrifices, injuries, and dedication, everything can end with a single sentence. Your services are no longer required. And just like that, the chapter closes. Number 9, your WWE paycheck stops. Fans see the bright lights and assume every wrestler is rich. That's not always true. Many superstars depend heavily on their WWE income. Once released, their guaranteed salary ends. The expensive lifestyle that comes with being a WWE performer suddenly becomes much harder to maintain. Mortgage payments, car payments, family expenses, everything keeps coming, even when the paychecks stop. For some wrestlers, this becomes the most stressful part of being released. Number 8, you can't wrestle immediately. Here's something many fans don't know. Most main roster WWE releases include a non-compete period. That means a wrestler may continue receiving pay for a limited time but cannot immediately appear for another major promotion. Imagine being ready to prove yourself, but being forced to sit at home and wait. For competitors, that's torture. They watch the wrestling world move on while they remain stuck on the sidelines. Number 7, friendships change overnight. The wrestling business moves fast. One day you're traveling with your closest friends. The next day you're no longer part of the locker room. Many released stars have spoken about how lonely that period can feel. The daily routines disappear. The backstage jokes disappear. The sense of belonging disappears. Suddenly, you're watching the show from your couch like everyone else. Number 6, social media explodes. The moment news breaks, the internet reacts. Fans begin asking questions. Rumors spread everywhere. Some people blame the wrestler. Others blame WWE. Some create wild conspiracy theories. The released superstar often becomes the center of online discussion for days, and not all of that attention is positive. Number 5, your WWE character stays behind. This is where things get painful. The superstar fans new on television may no longer belong to the wrestler. Certain names, branding, entrance themes, and intellectual property remain with WWE. A wrestler might have to reinvent themselves completely. New name, new look, new presentation. New beginning. It's like starting your career all over again. Number 4, some stars fall into obscurity. Not every released wrestler becomes a success story. For every comeback tale, there are dozens of wrestlers who quietly disappear from the spotlight. Independent wrestling can be difficult. Bookings aren't guaranteed. Money isn't always consistent. And the competition is fierce. Some never reach the same level of fame again. Number 3, others become bigger than ever. This is the part WWE doesn't always expect. Sometimes a release creates a monster, a motivated superstar, a hungry superstar, a superstar determined to prove everyone wrong. Many wrestlers have used their release as fuel. They reinvent themselves. They improve. They become bigger stars outside WWE than they ever were inside it. What looked like the end becomes a rebirth. Number 2, the mental battle is real. Imagine dedicating your entire life to reaching WWE. Years of training, years of injuries, years of sacrifices. Then suddenly, it's gone. Many wrestlers have openly discussed the emotional toll of being released. Self-doubt, anxiety, fear, questions about the future. The toughest opponent after a release isn't another wrestler. It's often the battle inside your own mind. Number 1, the story isn't over. Here's the biggest secret of all. Getting fired from WWE doesn't automatically end a wrestling career. Sometimes it creates a better one. Some superstars return stronger. Some become world champions elsewhere. Some build successful businesses. Some reinvent themselves completely. And some even make shocking returns to WWE years later. Because in professional wrestling, the final chapter is rarely the one you expect. So the next time you hear that a superstar has been released from WWE, remember this: you're not witnessing the end of a story. You're witnessing a turning point, a moment that can destroy a career or create a legend. And in wrestling, you never know which one it's going to be. This is Wrestling God. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more dark secrets, shocking truths, and untold stories from the world of professional wrestling.